here's how it works, right? How tall are you? How do you know? You're 6 feet tall? Just 5 feet? He doesn't know. I feel a story coming on. I gotta tell you this really fast. So, dude, do not try this at home. Okay, so I moved to Huntington Beach because I think, what's gonna happen to me when I get married? I don't know. I won't have any material left. So I moved to Huntington Beach, and I go on, my friends are like, you need to go to this website called something something link up, right? And I'm like, I don't get on the web. So I did. I just, I wrote myself on there, and I saw this cute girl. And so I sent her a message, right? I'm like, hi, how are you? I'm not creepy. Whatever I said, I don't remember. It was pretty easy though, I'm sure. And here's what I get back. She's all, thanks a lot for wasting my time. She was really rude, actually. You didn't read my profile. I actually won't talk to anybody or date anyone that's not 6'1". I'm like, that's easy to fix. I went right into my profile, 6'1", and I sent her back another. I've been in China for the last 3.5 days. I had my legs broken and stretched. I am now 6 feet. Would you like to go out? There was no response. She was not happy about that. The good thing is, though, that at a house party we had, when she found out it was my house and I had money, she was all about me. She's like, oh, how are you doing? And this is not to hash on anybody at all, but I had the greatest time when I stood up on this stair and I said, don't you recognize me? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not very tall, am I? She's like, no, you're perfect height. I'm like, well, I'm only 5'11"3/4. Well, what does that have to do with anything? I'm like, I wrote you on this, link up site. You told me you wouldn't date anybody that's not 6'1". I'm like, would you like to hear about Nu Skin? So here's how I made all the money. How tall are you? How do you know? 5'8". How do you know? I measured myself. How much do you weigh?
183.
Are you pretty sure about that? How do you know?
Wow,
okay, interesting. See this thing that's happening? How tall are you? How do you know? How much do you weigh? How do you know? How old are you? How do you know? Isn't that interesting? I've never thought about that. Did you believe your parents when they told you were 5? That's weird. Oh, what if I was really 42 and I think I'm 35? Do you take a supplement? Yes. Does it work? Yes. How do you know? Well, I feel better. I wrote down this, I took this picture just the other day. This is very interesting. How many of you know who Tim Ferriss is? A couple people in here do, I know. Right, this guy wrote a book called The 4-Hour Body. And here's what he wrote in this, oh crap. I took it funny with my phone and now every time I turn it, it keeps turning it. Does yours do that? Look at this. The med number, okay. Joan's words should echo in your head. It is impossible to evaluate or even understand anything that you cannot measure. It's impossible to evaluate or even begin to understand anything you cannot measure. So guess what? Here's how I made all my money. 8 out of 10 North Americans are using supplements. They swallow these things every day. Oh, well, how tall are you? How do you know? How much do you weigh? How do you know? Do you take a supplement? Yes. Does it work? Yes. How do you know? Would you like to? Would you like to know based on Nobel Prize winning science? Here's it is right here. The unit's right there. That thing right there made me $7.5 million in 8 years. There it is. And I went around the world and I just said, do you care about health? Yeah. Would you like to know how healthy you are? Yes. Would you like to measure that? Yes. $20. And I did this for the last 7.5 years, and I came to the United States, everybody's talking about sucking wrinkles out of their face. I'm sorry that I'm trying to, but this is funny, right? The rest of the world doesn't want to die fast. They're like, we don't care about wrinkles, we make $300 a month, I just want to, have a better lifestyle. So here I came back, everybody wants to kick wrinkles out. I'm not saying that's bad. All I am telling you right now, if you're in this room and you care anything about your health, you better stand in line and get measured. If you can't do it tonight, do it another night. You mark my words, anybody that's in Nu Skin right now, this is coming like a freight train, and I'm going to lead it myself. We will grow the United States and North America to $1 billion market if I got to do it all by myself. People care about their health. We've got a way to measure it. And then, guess what? We have a great supplement. I went to another company, they're like, well, we'll just use your measurement to sell our supplements. I'm like, okay. No problem, they just got to get through my meeting first. And you don't have to supplement. You can go measure how many carrot sticks you're eating a day. I have a green drink every morning when I wake up. Most people wouldn't slug that thing down. But I can measure its effectiveness. Next slide. We're going to move very, very fast. Age-lock vitality. You want to know why I'm bouncing off the walls? Not because of this. Just because I was in California for 4 days and I got a vitamin D overdose from the sun, all right? I'm like been depleted. I tell you, I wake up at the butt crack of noon. I got up like the last 4 months, I would look out and it was dark and snowing, so I'd shut the curtains, and I've been hibernating like a bear for the last 4 months. I went to California, Coronado, sunshine, I'm out of control. But this product right here, unbelievable. Who doesn't want more vitality? Physical, mental, spiritual. That only works in Utah. Actually, we did that in like some of the southern states. They laughed at that too. 14 patent pending. I mean, this thing, if you're an athlete, just go on YouTube. Type in Tandi, T-A-N-D-I. She's a fighter here in Utah, female fighter, unbelievable, and age-lock. Go listen to what she said. Elite athletic performance. I take it every day. It's $50. Buy it, use it. You don't like it, send it back, get all your money back. An empty bottle. That's cool. Next slide. And we're almost done. It changes the way you feel and look, and here's a whole bunch of science about it, and I don't have time to talk about it because I've been talking about my single life. Right? Next slide. Some other slides that talk about improved vitality. It is unbelievable. Anybody use Vitality and had a good experience with it? Wow. I got to tell you, how many people really should hear about that? You know, the other cool thing is, people on Vitality, their scanner score goes up. Let me tell you about the scan score. The fastest way to increase your scan score is to lose fat. How many of you would like to lose some of that or know somebody that needs to? This is a healthy group of people. You lose fat, you lower body fat, the score goes up. Awesome. You lose body fat and get on our weight loss program, our weight management program. You take one meal that you are eating at McDonald's or somewhere else that was over-calorized, tons of calories and no nutrition. Guess what you do with it? You donate that meal to starving kids throughout the world. We've done that to over 200 million meals. Okay? So you save your life by losing weight, you increase your scan score, you make money, and you save a life halfway across the world. Because, by the way, 80% of the world's not living the way we are. Probably 97%, but I didn't want to over-exaggerate. So if you could lose weight, save a life, and save your own, wouldn't that be cool? Next slide. Proven compensation. Here's the idea. 700 plus millionaires, a new one every 5 days. When I came to this meeting and listened in 2003, do you know how many there were? Less than 400. That number was staggering to me. 400 people that had earned $1 million. I didn't know anybody that had done that. Today it's nearly 800. We're going to start doing it every day. We need Latinos and Latinas. No? ¿Sí? Mi pasión es ayudar a otras personas y lograr el éxito financiero que yo he alcanzado. And guess what? I can't do that by myself. You can hear that. I got the gringo accent, man. The Latino community, right? Do they care about their health? Do they care about the way they look? Do they want to have financial freedom and choice? Trust me, there's nobody in Nu Skin other than this group. There's a couple people that are doing it. We need somebody to stand up, as crazy as it sounds, like I did, and say, guess where I'm going? You guys want to come with me? There is only one company in network marketing that's not a $2 billion deal that has gone through the fire. Okay? 1 out of 7,000 will make it. So Richard and I, my younger brother, looked at the ones that succeeded. We didn't want to study failure. If you want to go study failure, go somewhere else. We wanted to study success. There were 11 companies that had made it in network marketing. Is that intriguing to you? So if you go to another deal and they say, hey, this one's different because you're early, you're first, it's easy, all you got to do is get 2 friends. I hate that. Write down one thing in your life that was easy, that was worth it. We already played that game. This will be worth it because I know where we're going. Look at this. We are the youngest network marketing company that's doing $1 billion a year or more. The youngest. So does that mean we're in a good position? Sure. If we have 60 countries we need to open, how many of you speak another language? Anybody in here speak Russian? Yeah? Anybody? Nobody? How about Vietnamese? Anybody speak Vietnamese? Spanish? Vietnamese right there, Spanish. Vietnam's going to be one of the biggest markets in Southeast Asia. Anybody speak German, French? We need to... Tu parles français? Oui, un petit peu. Oh, très bien. Quelle heure est-il aujourd'hui, monsieur? Because I'm over time, right? What time is it? It's bad, right? We got a friend back here from Scotland who speaks French. 60 countries with a partner that knows what they're doing. They'll take care of business for you. We are the youngest, the smallest, the least number of countries, and interestingly enough, we're publicly traded, which means we can't lie. We're paying more than anyone else. So no matter what you've heard, no matter what somebody else wants to tell you, we pay more, our comp plan's better, whatever BS, just bring them to me. I'm serious, huh? You know that too. And I don't need to, you know, we'll lay out the facts because numbers don't lie. Here's the fact. 98% of Americans, Congress said in December, are broke. Did you guys hear that? December, does anybody know what they were arguing over? Anybody remember that at all? Whether or not we keep the Bush tax cuts? And they were saying, we're going to tax. All it's about are the top 2%. Those are the only people in this country that are wealthy. So here's what I want you to leave on. This. The only people that become wealthy in this country, really other than people that have, you know, the top position at a big, huge corporation, that's less than 3% of people that make it. I don't think I have these slides, so forgive me. 74% of the 1%, only 1% really makes it. Congress said 2, so let's give it to them. So 74% of the 2% own their own company. If you can show me something better with less investment of money, which is huge risk, which I didn't have, which most of us in this economy don't have, with somebody that's willing to teach you systems and partners that will do most of the hard work, and it's actually about you. Because whether you believe this or not, and we've never met before, this is about you. This is the first time in the human history that you can go online right now and tell a unique story and say, Nu Skin's going to 5 billion. I've made a decision to put my flag here, and I'm looking for anybody that likes to do, what do you love to do? More than anything. Anybody that loves to play with the family and doesn't just have enough time. How many kids have you got?
3.
So you go on there and you say, I've got 3 kids. I love to play with the family. Can I ask you a question? Have you got enough time to do that? Would you like more? What if you just went online? You don't have it. You just say, I found a way. I've got 3 kids. I don't want to be stuck for the rest of my life and watch my kids. My little niece walked for the first time yesterday. Do you think her dad got to see it? No. Do you think I got to see it today? Yeah. That's unfair for her because I'm the uncle. Her dad's way cooler than me. But I'm not going to let that happen. You got to decide today, right? I'm not saying this will work for everyone. You'll work for it, and it is a chance. So you could do that for the first time in human history and have millions of people that might be attracted to you because you're unique and you're a lot different. You have new value that you can bring. Anybody could do that. Next slide, and I think this is it. Next slide. Yes. Now, in closing, really fast, before anybody claps, I'd ask just a few people. They will be 30 seconds or less, because this isn't about me. I've gone, right now, we started at 12 minutes after the hour, and it's 8:09. Okay, we haven't even been here for an hour. How many of you sat through a 2-hour meeting last week and didn't like it? Come on, just raise your hands, because if you don't, I'm going to look bad. All right, raise your hands. Okay, good. Everybody's raising their hands. It's okay. 1 hour, and I'm actually under an hour right now. It's okay. Here's where you find out about the products. We have systems. We have a training. 603 products. We want to get you down to the company. At the end of the month, actually at the first of the month, we've got a way that you guys can come down and go through the company, go through the lab, see everything that you need to see. We got something called Success Summit, which the top people, there's 700 of us that have made millions, or at least $1 million or more, will be there. A lot of us will be there to train you. You can come and listen. Even if you don't do Nu Skin, I would show up. Because show me one place where there's 700 people that have made $1 million that are going to teach you what they did. Could be worthwhile. So you can come to that. Ask the person that invited you. One last thing in closing, because I forgot this. Today's the 1st of March. On April 3rd, 2000.